Yo, what's good, goblins and goblets? Grill the Bugbear here. As promised, today we are investigating Dark Sylveon V. I am going to pretend that I know exactly what I'm doing with this deck. The main goal is hand disruption with Tricky Ribbon. Now, we're running 4 Dark Sylveon V. Obviously, so we can get do our Tricky Ribbon. Use a random card from your opponent's hand. Once the opponent reveals that card, shuffles it into their deck. We run Luminion for Luminous Sign. We run our Bibarel Engine. We're running 2 copies of that. Radiant Greninja, so that we can use concealed cards to draw cards. Cresselia for Crescent Glow, so that we can hopefully get an energy advantage on our opponent. Running Zacian V for Roar of the Sword. Again, helps us with that energy advantage. And Bidoof for our Bibarel Engine. In our trainers, we are running Hisuian Heavy Ball. 3 copies of Ribbon Badge. This can be argued and be moved up to 4. We're running 3. Running Raihan, Palpad, Penny, Nest Ball, Fog Crystal, Clara, Path to the Peak, Spirit Mask, Roxanne, Judge, and last but not least, 2 copies of Ultra Ball. And then for our energies, we are running 7 basic psychic and 4 double turbo. Now, let's get into it and see exactly how this deck performs. Let's test it. We will exit, test deck. Because this is not one of my main decks that I play, I do not own all the cards for it just yet, so unfortunately, can't show you how well it does against ranked, but thankfully with the test AI, for the most part, they use in format relatively decent decks. We're gonna end there because we want to get our Luminion V's ability. Looks like we're facing off against the basic fire deck. Arcanine EX is what I'm thinking it is. Which means we're gonna have to watch out for the Charmeleon. Let's do this. Yes. Take a Judge. I'm gonna play Path to Peak, play double turbo, play a Nest Ball. Let's get a Cresselia. Let's get another Zacian. Let's Judge. Let's Nest Ball. Put Bidoof on bench. I'm gonna hold off on that. Actually, no, let's go ahead and do it. Why not? See how this goes. Lost our path to peak. Which that's fine right this second. I probably shouldn't have played it yet, honestly, because it negates our Zacian. I should probably have waited anyways. Yeah. A little tricky ribbon. Take our first prize. Nice, a fog crystal. Oof. This is gonna be a quick one. We're about to end it. A ribbon badge. Pokemon gives up one less prize card, so if they happen to kill it instead of giving away 2 prize cards, they'll only get 1. So here we can, let's fog crystal just to make the play a little bit longer. Use a basic energy card or Pokemon to put into your hand. We're gonna go with the energy. We're gonna actually attach the energy to Cresselia, not that we need it, because this is game. Because they didn't have enough basic Pokemon. We'll run one more just so that get kind of a feel of the deck. But basically the whole gist of the deck is to make your opponent continuously have to cycle cards in and out of their hands. We'll go second. We won't second. Hopefully we'll get Cresselia in opening hand. This is the wrong deck. Okay. Let's seed. Ended up on the wrong deck there. That one works well. That deck works well. And we tested it in our last video. If you want to check that out, go ahead. No, we want to go second. This deck thrives on second because you want to get Cresselia. Oh. It's not a bad hand, but definitely we're gonna end there. Definitely would have preferred Cresselia. Ooh, Mew. This is gonna be a good matchup because the difficult one. Air Balloon. Pretty sure Air Balloon's banned currently in current format. That's Sylveon Heavy Ball. We'll take a Judge. Double Turbo. Ribbon Badge. Cresselia. Judge. We'll be fine. Oh, I should have disarming voiced. I wasn't even thinking. Let's see how well we can do. Okay. All right. Do that number. Pull him to bench. Snap. Even though it doesn't do damage, it still causes the confusion, so that's helpful to us. So they kind of messed us up using Marnie. Pretty sure that's what they use. Yep. They kind of messed us up a little bit with Marnie. Because I'd hoped. That's great. No, I messed up. Should have thrown that ribbon on that Sylveon first. Do this number. Take both those judges back. It'd be a lot better if it was first turn. Also, computer's cheating. Straight up. Hands down, computer's cheating. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Let's do that number. And let's do this number. And we shall in turn. That makes no sense. Unless it's to get rid of that confusion. Only reason I could think of. Don't need anything. Path to Peaks, I can't use that. We'll end here. He's doggone computer's gonna end up. Okay, thank you. That's cool. Computer's gonna end up decking out. Just because I'm curious. Can't use that. But what we can do is retreat into Sylveon. Sylveon can Tricky Ribbon. Tricky Ribbon. Nest Ball. Alright, things should start to speed up here. Hopefully. Either that or they'll deck out one or the other. Get a bunch of that back in my... Get an extra card. And give them one less card. I don't know what the point of this is. Not that it's gonna matter because the AI is not gonna fall to confusion. Hold you. Let's go Cresselia. So he gets no gain, I get gain. Finally. Spells of Confusion. Let's check and make sure I don't have any. Good. They lose. They lose next turn because they drew out their deck. It's unfortunate. Yeah, that's roughly all there is to. That's all there is to the deck. Disrupt your opponent's hand as much as possible. If you like the video, please make sure to subscribe and give it a good old thumbs up. Check back next week where we will be going over Lunatone and Soul Rock. But until then, y'all take care. Ciao.